there's a lot of moments in FNAF that can leave a strong emotional impact on players. The spring lock failure, the bite of 83, Henry's speech, death of Glamrock Freddy if you went for a bad ending. And I'm sure that I forgot to mention something else. All these scenes are proof that video games are a form of art. And today we are talking about one such scene, that I think can be considered the highest point of Steelwool FNAF era. Today we are breaking down the deactivation of Roxy in the Ruin DLC. In order to talk about this scene, we must begin from the setup that comes before it. Otherwise the effect might be weaker than it should be. For the deactivation scene to work, we need to know two characters, Roxy and Cassie, and their relationship. Roxy was already popular before the DLC came out, and she was known as selfish, rude and insecure, so she didn't need much of an introduction. Meanwhile, Cassie was a new character, and she needed an introduction and something to establish her connection to Roxy in a short period of time. Hints about Roxy's importance to Cassie start to appear right at the beginning of the DLC, but a lot of these hints are a test to players' perception. They are easy to miss, or the player can see them and doesn't really acknowledge their meaning. Right in the first cutscene, when we have a look at Cassie, we see her color palette, which is Roxy inspired. Then when she picks up the flashlight, the player can see her green nails, which is the same color as the nails of Roxy. After that she picks up Roxy Talkie, which has a description that says Roxy is my favorite. We are only at the beginning and we already have 3 hints about how important Roxy is to Cassie. And all of them are easy to miss. Not everyone will associate color of clothes with Roxy. Not everyone knows that Roxy had green nails. And not everyone will open the description, because Security Breach didn't have item descriptions. Afterwards we have some establishing of Cassie's history with the Pizzaplex, which will indirectly contribute to players' understanding of her connection to Roxy.
A fast wrench? It's just like my dad's.
Her father was a fast technician. She is familiar with the layout of this place. She is shocked to see Chica in a broken state, and some descriptions mention how she liked the daycare. All of this and more gives us the idea that Cassie loved this place, loved the animatronics, and she counts them as her friends. And when she received the AR mask, which shows her a better reality, this reality often contains something about Roxy. Some small moments like this one, or are more noticeable like this one. At this point the player can start guessing that Cassie and Roxy must have had some sort of bond. And it is here where we have our first encounter with Roxy. Cassie was hunted minutes before it, so she is afraid. But she still expresses her regrets.
Poor Roxy.
Huh? Who's there?
Roxy is enraged when she hears Gregory, so we move on to the next moment where she catches Cassie by a mistake. It is here where a lot of players are being caught off guard. Even if Roxy doesn't have a face, you can see how aggressive she is at the beginning.
Give me back my eyes!
And then we can see how her demeanor changes after Cassie's scream.
Let go! Let go!
Sorry. Error.
How her ears perk up. How she gently lets go of Cassie's hand. How she backs up in shock. Her voice changes from anger to surprise to even some sort of despair. And most importantly, she says that she's sorry. It's something that you would never expect from a character such as Roxy. And now the dots are starting to connect. Now we saw through the mask that Roxy never leaves Cassie's mind. And we saw how Roxy doesn't want to hurt Cassie and admits a mistake to her. The player can get one more clue about their history when jumping into this vent and hearing the Happy Birthday song. But there is a chance that there's gonna be something else, so this one can also be easily missed.
Happy faster birthday, pizza, games and cakes. Open all your presents until your tummy aches. You are are when you're older, on your special day. When this song is over, you'll be on your way.
While Cassie was traveling through the Pizzaplex, we were also getting clues that Gregory is important to her too, and that her father is gone missing while her mother is never mentioned. This indicates to us that Cassie has nobody left in her life. The two most important figures to her are stuck in this place. And for both Cassie and the player, it all culminates in a realization that Cassie will have to make a choice.
Almost. There's still one node left that's keeping the underground sealed.
Where?
Roxy's the final node. You need to deactivate her.
But
Deactivate her and save me. Save me, Cassie, please. It's so dark down here.
We just thought that Roxy might become our companion akin to Freddy, and now this idea is being taken away. At this point, most of the players already understand that it's not Gregory who guides us. But we can't stop Cassie from doing something neither she nor we want to do. We are going through the Roxy Raceway in an uneasy silence that gets interrupted by sounds of a struggle. Roxy is stuck, and it is clear that not only she won't hurt Cassie, but she is also completely helpless in this state. And as we approach, something unexpected happens. A greeting with a calm and soothing music, accompanied by a chance that you might still hear Roxy's voice lines from Security Breach, due to the air mask.
Roxy.
Cassie. Cassie. Welcome back, Cassie.
You remember me?
Your special day. I remember your special day.
This music perfectly captures how Cassie feels when she sees Roxy, and the player finally learns that Cassie indeed has no friends except for Roxy and Gregory.
Have you booked your party? I'm sure your friends will show up this time.
We can also see how much Cassie means to Roxy, as she still remembers most details about her, from her favorite cake to her being a #1 twice.
Do you still like carrot cake? It has been some time since I saw you last. If I remember correctly, it is on the 11th. I remember because you are #1 twice.
Which either means that Cassie won the race in Roxy Raceway 2 times, or that she had 2 birthday parties in the Pizzaplex. Despite the absolute devastation around them, Roxy speaks as if none of this matters. Who knows how long she was in this place? While Roxy talks, Cassie stays silent. She doesn't need to talk. We can see everything by the way how she holds Roxy's hand. Some things can be stronger than words. All of this is amplified by the green hologram, which shows us Roxy's expressions of happiness from seeing Cassie. The calm music continues, giving a feel that Cassie right now is floating in memories of her past. While the player might float through the memories of Security Breach, realizing how much Glitch Trap was affecting Roxy at the time. And it is interesting how the things she says to Cassie kinda mirror everything she said to Gregory.
Are you hungry? Nobody will miss you. I remember your special day. Do you still like carrot cake? It has been some time since I saw you last. You think you're better than me? I'm the best! If I remember correctly, it is on the 11th. I remember because you are #1 twice. I bet you don't even have friends. Have you booked your party? I'm sure your friends will show up this time.
Freddy was right all along. This is how Glamrocks were supposed to be.
There must be a good explanation. They are not capable of hurting a guest. None of us are. It It would go against our programming.
Gregory is a superstar to Freddy, Cassie is a number one for Roxy. It's possible that Chica and Monty could have had a moment like this as well, but they won't get their chance. Such sight would have made Henry, Edwin and other engineers proud of their work. Alas, our time here is short, and Cassie must go forward. She uses a fuzz wrench and Roxy is in disbelief. You can even see how sad her face expression becomes, as she doesn't know why Cassie does what she does.
Cassie? What are you doing?
And we are met with the simplest puzzle in the game, but at the same time it feels like the hardest one. I watched a lot of different people playing through this moment, and it was endearing to see how often people were trying to not deactivate Roxy, attempting to just not approach her, to exit the cutscene, to interrupt fuzz wrench puzzle, or to build some figure from the lines. Of course nothing can stop it, and we see the final convulsions of Roxy. She twitches and hits the forklift with her fist, as if she experiences pain. The truth is that animatronics can feel pain or some sort of analogy to it. Even in these painful moments, Roxy doesn't hold a grudge at Cassie, and tries to comfort her one last time, while Cassie asks for forgiveness.
So sorry.
I love carrot cake. Happy birthday, Cassie.
Roxy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
When it's finally over and the green hologram flickers and disappears, Roxy puts her hand to her heart, a final goodbye to Cassie. And as a cherry on the top of the cake, we can see a Roxy plush at the other side of the forklift. Now that Roxy is gone, the calming music stops. We are left in a complete silence once again, a silence that half a minute later will be interrupted by cries, as Cassie slowly realizes what she has done. I think I must also talk about the music track that was left unused, which probably was supposed to play here. We can guess it from its length, and its name I remember. Unlike the calm music that we got in the release, this one has a much more tragic tone to it. I just wish to highlight some of the moments in it. Remember that all of this is just a speculation. Here's how it starts when Cassie approaches Roxy. Here's when the memories of the past start to fly by. Here's the culmination of these memories, with an effect of a ticking clock. And as an end approaches, a sound which I can only associate with the howl of a wolf. A few parts of this track sound similar to the track that plays when Freddy dies in a bad ending of Security Breach. And it might be because at some point in development of Ruin, there was supposed to be another ending, where Cassie would find classic animatronics in a room with a slice of cake. We don't know what all of this was about, but it might be that Roxy wasn't supposed to come back. If that's the case, then I'm glad that this music was left unused, even if it is a masterpiece. Some say that Roxy coming back to life to save Cassie from the mimic nullifies the purpose of the deactivation scene, and I don't really see how. Her reactivation was not a surprise, because we saw before that how fuzz range can reboot animatronics. As for the idea itself, we remember Roxy not in the best light from the way she behaved in Security Breach, but we also knew how vulnerable and insecure she was. She clearly saw what Cassie was doing. The fact that she was ready to sacrifice herself after Cassie tried to deactivate her only completes her character arc. The importance of this scene is hard to undersell. It is a testament of how far FNAF as a franchise has come in the past 10 years, and a great showcase that Steelwool are a studio of artists. Thank you for watching. Press like and subscribe if you like this video, and watch another one if you want to. Good luck, and I'll see you again soon.